What you got going on?
Like that, what's that Black China girl name? Well, I mean, her situation.
Oh, Black China.
Yeah, Black
well,
China.
she caught Rob Kardashian
She got go.
humble.
She got to go.
And she just blew through the roof. I don't even think she looked good.
And I don't think any of them. Really
I don't even think she looked good, but she is, her brand is popping. And then she got her crackhead moms on.
Oh my God.
And now her mom's is making mad bread. She got her own reality show, Tokyo Tony. Finding Love.
They're real, like,
yeah, and then she found a dude on the show, and now she got married a couple weeks ago.
They do anything, see, anything for likes and views and all that bull crap.
And the dudes do the same thing though.
All the crazy.
If you the hot chick from the reality show, they gonna mess with you too. Tokyo Tony need a husband? Like, alright.
I don't know. Who's a guy?
And the show is believable because it's not like they tried to go get any Prince Charmings.
Are they all uglies?
They was all uglies for the most part, and she picked the best one.
Well, they had a casting call at the homeless shelter?
I guess so, because come these dudes was missing teeth.
Come here.
Come these dudes missing teeth, and when she picked,
you want a warm shower and some food?
He wasn't bad looking. He just looked like that everyday postman. You know what I mean? Like
a regular dude.
Regular dude.
Like me and you.
Yeah, they got married,
but a little more
I think,
scruffy.
on live.
But a little more scruffy.
They got married on live.
I'm not a postman though. So.
Wait, they got married on live, like
on
IG?
live Instagram, IG
yeah.
live.
That's popping though.
And honestly, most people don't live the lives that me and you live, bro. So you're bugging.
Yeah, you're right.
You're bugging.
You're right. You know, I did
Neither one of us step into nobody's office every day, wake up at us. We wake up whenever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
But we working all day long.
I'm tired.
We grinding.
I'm tired at the end of the day.
We grinding.
All right, are we ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Let's go. We got a lot going on in New York City, the world, the Mecca, everywhere. Too much shit, to be honest with you. Like, I try to take a shower sometimes, I can't. My phone's just going off with all the bullshit in the world.
Yeah.
All right.
It seems like it's happening in New York. It's happening right here.
You can't give me that corona back up off me a little bit.
Oh my God, I'm gonna talk about that too.
What are we gonna talk about the corona?
No, I want to talk about the corona.
Black people don't get the coronavirus.
Oh my God.
I'm just letting y'all know that.
I
don't give a.
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
fearful of. I don't care about none of that.
I see we drink out of those water fountains back in the day. We good.
Come on, son. I'm at my mother's house with my hands all in the spaghetti. I'm not even using a fork. They looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, don't worry, we black.
You see that guy at like Whole Foods? He just drinking it to the head.
Oh my, yo, they are
Have you seen that?
Things white people do.
That's a great. Well, that is already a show. But
I'm just saying.
You seen it?
Yeah, I did.
I think on the Molly Whopper.
And he went back for three dips.
I'm surprised he ain't go from
He was
cheddar.
just like,
he ain't go from cheddar, broccoli,
yeah,
the
you should have
clam
dipped.
chowder.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna double dip. Might as well. You already spit all on the spoon. You might as well triple double.
He's probably like, what? Like, what happened? Man, anyway, we're back with another installment of A Different Lens. I'm Mark Williams, and to my left, your right, I have
The Gambler, the tragic antagonist. What's up? Different Lens. Let's go.
Go.
I was waiting for you to introduce.
To my right, your left, I have
Sazzle. That's it.
That's
I
your
don't
great
know.
introduction.
Like I don't want to be like the face because I don't want to be disrespectful, but your favorite
Wow.
face.
Oh, you was gonna say the face?
the favorite
See?
face.
Oh, y'all are ruthless. Women are ruthless, bro. In a different way than we are.
Excuse me.
Can't relate.
It is not
Different
me being
way.
petty.
We're going to start out with sports today. We're going to lead off with something that's going on a lot today in New York and also the world. I don't know if you're familiar with Spike Lee, but he had a big situation at the Madison Square Garden regarding the New York Knicks. Tell us about it there, buddy.
Yeah, just another situation where for some reason Knicks operations didn't mesh with the fans, didn't mesh with what was going on. Spike Lee has been going in that same entrance for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Spike Lee, according to Spike Lee, it's not verified by me, but has spent $10 million in Knicks tickets over the years.
I can believe that.
He goes back to the 60s and 70s before Dolan family took over, and he spent over $10 million. He's been the Knicks' most faithful fan, and he is a legendary Knick. He's a legendary fan. He's been there through it all. He's been the biggest part of all the great moments and the crushing moments of Knicks history as anybody, and he's faithful, whether we lost, whether we were winning the Eastern Conference like in 2012, whether we were going to NBA Finals like in 94, 2000. Spike was there, win or lose.
Right there.
Now, I see all these guys on social media saying, oh, he's just a fan like you and me. Bullshit.
So my question, would Jack Nicholson get the same treatment had he been in?
Heck no.
How about Billy Crystal?
No.
They would have been treated with a little more respect.
No, and that's why I don't want to turn everything into a race thing.
Right.
But I just saw a lot of the white community hating Dolan last week. Mm-hmm. It's like a Trump situation, but still willing to support him because rich dudes like Spike Lee and Charles Oakley can't have the same privilege as white guys that have the same money. Mm-hmm. It just seems like people got really mad that they would feel privileged because Oakley and Spike acted like assholes a little bit in those situations.
Without a doubt.
But aren't they allowed to be privileged assholes because of what they've accomplished, just like anybody else of any other color?
Yes.
That's my argument. I never said Spike wasn't. Everybody knows Spike Lee got an ego. Everybody knows Spike Lee's an asshole sometimes. That's nothing new. Everybody knows Charles Oakley will beat your ass on a Sunday night for saying his mama lips are too big.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Nothing new there.
Yep.
But to side with Dolan, because they're people of color, and you don't feel like they should have the right to be rich assholes, that's where I come in. And I think that overall that just represents why the Knicks aren't good, why no free agents are going to come here. Dolan's not going to sell a team, and the more you tell him to sell a team, the more he's going to let you know that team doesn't mean a thing to me.
Yeah.
This is my kingdom.
Yep.
You're not kicking me out.
Yep.
They threw out fans.
I seen that
last night.
Morning. Yeah, I seen that this morning. They was telling sell the team.
So the more you tell him that, the more he's gonna let y'all know. Get rid of row C.
Yep.
The whole freaking row.
So I would suggest that we as the buying public.
But can I just say one more thing?
Dub him.
And this is gonna be it. There was a low of 16,500 people.
Today, last night.
At the game last night.
Right.
That says something.
Right.
Because the Knicks have one of the highest attendance in the league and they're worth $4.6 billion. So the people actually are talking now.
Hit him in the pocket. Hit him in the pocket. So stop subscribing to his different channels and all that stuff. But before we leave the Knicks, anything you want to add before we leave the Knicks? Because we're going to say something about more sports. You want to say something about the Knicks? You good with the Knicks?
Can I ask you a question about the Knicks? So what's the vibe? See, just the normal vibe, because you're 20. See, this is why I'm
not in the sport world.
You're out here. The Knicks were a brand before. You didn't have to be a basketball fan. Women was watching finals games with their men, going to the finals parties. The Knicks were big back in the 90s. It was like it extended to your mother, even your grandmother. I like Charles Oakley. I like Aunt Mace. I like Ewing. You know what I mean? Especially if she was West Indian. You know what I mean? They love Patrick Ewing. So right now, as a 20-year-old, you know the popping brands, Golden State, LeBron. What are the Knicks saying to Generation Zers? Like, right? Zers? Yeah.
You're a Zer? Yeah, you're a Zer.
Zer. What do the Knicks mean to y'all? They meant everything to us when we were coming up.
Honestly, I don't hear that much about the Knicks. I hear more like the Heat, the Warriors, the Raptors, like stuff like
that.
The
hot teams.
Yeah, I don't hear that much about
But as New Yorkers, y'all don't have any connection. Like, I just don't know how y'all
Peanut gallery.
root for other teams.
Peanut gallery. Nothing. Knicks.
How do y'all so easily root for other
Knicks,
teams?
they don't really do nothing for us.
For the new generation?
I think that just because of their record, a lot of people have really, really given up on them. And us living in New York, like, we don't even hear about it. I think it's bad. Like,
so they just hired a guy that runs on their social media stuff and all that brand marketing named Steve Stout. You probably may have heard of him from record labels and all that stuff coming up.
Is that Nas?
Nas, he used to be in Columbia Records back in the day. Do you think that there's a branding issue with the New York Knicks as far as reaching your market? Because our market is dying out in the next 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, I feel like the last person we really cared about was like Melo. And then ever since that Melo stuff, he's gone now. So it's like the people that are there now, like rookies, like Knox, he's a rookie.
Right.
Like, and I only like him because of Hami, really.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, there's nobody big there right now that we can relate to.
Focused on like who like the bigger players are and
LeBron's,
like who's like
Greek Freak, Steph.
And social media has contributed to that. It's not regional anymore.
Everybody
like the top. Luka, Bron, Harden, AD, Zion. You know, but can I just say one thing? I wrote a article today in response to ESPN's best 25 under 25. They left off R.J. Barrett, as did you. And I think that's a victim of just the whole Knicks stench. Because if you look at R.J. Barrett's stats, R.J. Barrett's third amongst rookies in scoring. He's the only rookie, as a couple games ago, that's averaging, I think, 15 points, more than 5 rebounds, more than 3 assists. He's basically had to sink or swim. Compared to Zion, who's coddled, who comes in with talented guys around him, angle and ball, and you know, and a great coach, and Gentry, a great coach. And then you got guys like Cam Reddish, who also come in with a good coach, Lloyd Pierce. But then you have Trae Young around you. You got John Collins around you. It's real things going on. Even though Landon Suggs is real, the Knicks really. It was like you had Randall and Morris trying to get big free agent contracts. So they're ball hogging.
Right.
You should have gave Barrett the ball from the beginning of the year.
Right.
And said, do your thing. They didn't really believe in him.
So is nobody really capturing New York City? Like, if you think of back in the days, our era, the Knicks controlled the back page. It was the Yankees and the Knicks.
Basically.
And then the Mets was like, the Nets was like,
They were good, right?
And the Giants also had the back page.
Yep,
and the
Giants.
Jets like, right? The Nets, the Jets, they were like, So nobody right now is capturing your generation as far as basketball is concerned at the professional level from New York.
And that's sad.
Maybe the Nets, and only because of where it is.
But they
and the potential.
Like
see.
Just because, and now that they got Kyrie and
who's a younger star.
Yeah, so like they probably so it's first of all, it's a brand new arena.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of the city of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful. People like to just go by and take pictures. So that just attracts it. Period. Like the garden is old. It's washed up. You know what I'm saying?
It's big and brown.
Yeah, but it's like a good structure.
It certainly didn't meet my expectations. But what I thought the fuck
it's a big Russell building, but it's beautiful though.
It is beautiful.
I think it was structured very well. But I think them they're for New York right now.
Right, so I would agree with that. So we're going to close this segment out, and we're going to tell Steve Stout and now Leon Rose to holler at us.
Rebrand it.
We're going to rebrand it, and let's cater to the youngins because they're the ones that's going to be the buying public coming up. Because we're about to get up out of here.
Let Mitchell Robinson and R.J. Barrett lead the team.
Right.
Start with them.
Yep. And go from there. Matter of fact, keep those two outside the building. Burn everything else down, and let's start from scratch.
I think they can make it. They perform well if we let them. If we get out our own way.
That's our problem.
And that's been the problem.
New York Knicks. Talk.
It is what it is.
Boom.
They just think he's some scumbag trying to rob Megan. That's my point.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm giving it more perspective. Her fans think he's just some scumbag that signed her.
Trying to get over with her.
And tied her to some dirt deal, and she blew, and now they like, let her go to JayZ.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Different Lenz.
We're going to give you guys a little bit of information on stuff that you've probably seen throughout the world, particularly on your phone, social media, through various outlets. We're going to go to Sazu. Tell us exactly what we want to talk about with Meg Thee Stallion.
Okay, so we have the story that Meg Thee Stallion is trying to leave her current record label deal with
1501 certified.
Yeah. There we go. And they're apparently not letting her release her music. She got a terrible deal, her 60-40 deal with 1501.
She claims she got a terrible deal. She
got a horrible deal with them. And she's trying to move to ROC Nation, is it? Yes?
Yeah. So let me ask you, if you are a musical artist and you coming up, are you more willing to sign any deal just to get your name out there?
I think, me personally, I wouldn't do it because I think I'd always have to look into I trust my sister with everything business-wise, so I would have to talk to her, and I feel like she would give me her best opinion on what I should do, and I would take it into consideration, and I would also just, whatever feels right for me is what I'm gonna go with. It's not just trying to get your name out there and all that. It's like, you also have to think about how do you want your name to be out there, in what light, like behind who, how are they really treating you? Like you really gotta read the fine print. Like you really gotta read it. I think that's key.
I agree with that. I would say you get a lawyer until you says they get a lawyer. But you have some insight on that Meg Thee Stallion situation and 1501 certified. Speak on it, Jack.
Yeah, I just see it as, you know, I've written about it extensively on the shadowleague.com, and but I just see it as, you know, Carl Crawford, he used to play in the major leagues. He's from Houston. He's down with Rap-A-Lot CEO DIFFERENT, who's also from Houston, and Jay Farris, who's known in Houston. You know, they're big dogs in Houston now. Different things.
They're bigger than Houston now, though.
Right, Crawford's in baseball. Those guys are in music, but Meg Thee Stallion's also from Houston. They found her. They had an independent label. Now, this is rare, sure. Indie labels don't usually blow up this quickly. But it happened in the case of KSR and Shaq and Cardi B. And it's the same type of situation. And then you see how Offset and Quality Control just took her, and now they're embroiled in a court case, right? And people on both sides say, Cardi says she's being robbed. Shaq says, wait, I put all this money into you, you blew, and now you're trying to just leave and not pay me what I'm worth. Same thing with Carl Crawford. He claims he invested $2 million in Meg Thee Stallion. And she blew up with no help of ROC Nation. And now that she's popping, she signed a management deal with ROC Nation in January. She has a label deal. The label CEO, Carl Crawford, said at the time, I feel blindsided by the situation, but hey, my paperwork's straight. The better she does, the better I do. We're still cool. He must not have he doesn't have a lot of experience with the record business. Those who do, I knew. That was just the first step.
It was over.
Once Jay and them got their hands on her, they're not going to just vanish.
And then she kept getting bigger and
bigger. So eventually, the real story is she just stopped paying the record label.
Really?
For shows and stuff that she was doing. At the behest of ROC Nation. ROC Nation has some of the best lawyers in the world. This is what they're telling her to do. Just stop paying. Keep your bread, right? Because from what you're telling us, they screwed you. And how we're going to present it, we're going to present it as they screwed you. Right? So, she also put DIFFERENT, who, along with her mother, signed the original deal.
Was she underage when she signed, or she just needed a co-signer or something?
I don't believe she said she was 20, so she was not. She said she was 20 when she signed that deal, so she was not a minor. That would change everything.
Yes.
If she was 17, she'd be out that deal tomorrow.
So fast, yep.
Unfortunately,
she was an adult.
She was an adult, but I don't know. She wasn't legal drinking age, so that might be a loophole, you know. But she signed it, and it's not like it was a terrible deal. Her thing is though, she's only gotten a couple grand.
That's what she's reporting.
Right, she's reporting. But they're saying she's lying.
Of course.
Right?
I'm sure
so that's part of the deal. Well, so I think eventually they're just gonna have to cut a deal. She's gonna be on ROC. She's gonna be on ROC Nation eventually. It's just how much money they're willing to pay and how much Carl Crawford's willing to spend to fight for his pride, because his artist got stolen right from under him. But ROC Nation and JayZ, man, I mean, he's like the most powerful in music. Yeah. You know you're gonna have to get that up.
You gotta get that
up.
Because
you can't take her where she's trying to go anyway.
But I would try to get a piece of it. Let me get 1%, right? What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say that in regards to her only getting like a few $1,000s, apparently what happened was she would have, she got more than that, but after she had to pay producers and all that extra stuff, she was only getting $15K, they were saying, from that after. She had to pay everybody off.
So is that their fault or her lack of understanding of business? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Artists gotta know, you gotta pay.
I'm getting my man up the block and do a beat real quick.
I don't want to go too far off, but Lil Baby was on an interview today, right? And he was just breaking down how, I forgot who the kid that he signed. I forgot what the kid's name is. Real young rapper that under Lil Baby now.
The one just now that he just...
Yeah, what's that kid's name?
I forgot.
Yeah, the short dude, light dude. He asked for $300,000 from the Baby to sign. The Baby, Little Baby, not the Baby, Little Baby. Little Baby was letting him know, for one, I don't got $300,000 to sign you, but this is the whole point. If I give you $300,000, your bills for the video, for the hotels, it's gonna be $300 grand. How about I give you 50 and keep the 3 to pay for all your stuff, so you don't have to be reimbursed. I like the fact that these young dudes now, they know more about the game than they ever did. Because somebody put, like the little baby said, somebody schooled me. So they either gonna take advantage of you or school you.
Right.
And I'm gonna segue you. A lot of times women are not schooled, they're taking advantage of
That's true.
That's
true.
So
Now,
people gonna have sympathy for Megan, whether she got a good deal or not, because they're gonna assume those dudes try to take advantage of a 20-year-old girl.
so here's a guy, and I never heard of him until maybe like 2 years ago. The Underground heard about him. Russ. You heard of Russ?
Yeah.
Russ is
coming
like,
out now.
to us,
Right,
to
to us,
mainstream.
right.
But I think the Underground knew who he was primarily because he was popping on SoundCloud for a long time. So he took his SoundCloud catalog and put it now.
He got millions of followers.
So he took all those millions of followers and that SoundCloud catalog and took it to a record label.
Yeah, who did he just sign with?
I don't know, but
he did
he owns all his publishing.
Right.
Like Meg Thee Stallion, though. So she's smart.
I mean, she in the game. Like, all she really had to do is, she just wants to be on Rock Nation.
I mean, that is a
Because
good...
that's where it's at.
You know, I wouldn't want to be on a
Right.
Rock Nation.
For a little girl from Houston, started out in the sticks, come up, you want to be with Jay and Rock Nation because they showing you something that Carl Crawford was to come up at the time.
Right. And they're going to take it to another level.
And this is the next level you're going to go to. But at the same time, you know, that's... Do what you gotta do.
Do what you got. Do what you got to
Do
do.
what you gotta do. It's a dirty game. I wouldn't be mad at any of those sides because she know those guys can't take her where she need to go.
Right.
At the same time, she signed a contract, and now she's got the best lawyers in the world. That's gonna help her get out that contract. It's not like she's just getting started.
Right.
So whenever she gets out that contract, it's just gonna be a little more money that she's getting.
Yep.
You know, because Rock Nation gonna get theirs too. She might end up in a worse contract. Just don't forget that, but making more bread.
Because they're going to probably use the lawyer fees against
Oh yeah,
her.
she's not paying those lawyer fees right now. They're gonna recoup all that.
Take all
Once
that.
they get off the label, you owe us 1.5 of that. 2 million, we got you.
What's going on with Nicki Minaj?
So apparently her fiance, husband, I don't know if they actually got married yet. I think they did get a marriage license in Cali, where he was arrested for not registering as a sex offender. But the scoop on that is supposed to be that he had gotten pulled over in November of last year, and that's where they had found out that he didn't register as a sex offender in California. And they told him, even though you're registered in New York, now that you're here, you gotta register here. He didn't do so, and he went back to court, and he's supposed to be going back to jail, I think now with $100,000 bond.
That's lame.
Well,
She can,
But he's facing like 10 years, right?
Yeah, so.
Now this is all depending on if they want to bang him or not.
It's a whole lot. They were saying that he can't do any drugs and like marijuana, anything. Like he's supposed to be going back to court, I think like the 23rd.
Gotta stay up your butt.
So hold on. So he
Once
can't
they get you, they don't let you.
But
They acting like it's a new charge. Like he registered sex offender because his case was litigated. You know what I'm saying? But the way they get you is you're not even on probation. If you don't register, they can give you back your full time.
Yeah.
Word?
Yes, that's why he's facing 10 joints.
Because I think he only served like maybe like close to 4 years, I think, in New York.
Oh, as a registered.
No,
as in jail.
When he was in jail,
convicted.
it was like 4 years, like close to 4 years.
And then
I
he
think
got out.
served, yeah.
But he still had time that could have, you served for on a certain amount sentence, but those years still hang over your head.
That's crazy.
And I think that's the worst thing to do is have to register or whatever, because that should never, it don't go away.
Yeah, that's like for life.
So you could think that you're good because you're not committing crimes, you don't have any probation over your head, and you're just chilling, and then boom, they come get you because, if you live over a certain amount of time in a certain area, I guess that's what he did, right? Because if he was coming back home.
To New York? He's a New Yorker?
Yeah, from Queens.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
If he was coming back home, it's all about being down with Nicki Minaj. Because he didn't even spend a year in Cali, I don't think, man.
Yeah. It's more than that. Like, it's like he's sitting there. He really was in the public's eye a lot, like going back and forth with me. He was in Trinidad. They said he was about to beat up the guy because he was putting his hand.
A lot of drama.
Like, I just feel like if you have to live a lifestyle where you're a registered sex offender. Like, you want to be low key.
Low key.
And she's saying, oh, he doesn't have social media, but that's a part of his probation. He's not allowed to have social media.
Word.
Yeah, like they told him he can't have it. So don't make it seem like he's out here just behind closed doors because he wants to be and he has to be.
He probably want to be up on all that. You know?
He probably wanted to comment when Meek and him had that little beef on the.
Of course he did.
You ever had somebody password?
Yeah.
So like, he probably got her password. He probably got his own phone with her whole Instagram on it.
Or her phantom page. Because everybody got a phantom page.
Yeah.
He on there somehow, some way. Yeah. But you know, I think it's just unfortunate. I think it's one of those things where if he wasn't with her in the celebrity light, it would have probably went back.
If he was with Monique from 164, he'd be good.
Cali fine, back and forth. Fine. They like, but we gonna teach this man. You know, you can't be flossing out here, B. And we can mess with you. We gonna mess with you.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Plus her brother. That she's dealing with a lot right now. This is less about Kenneth and more about Nicki. And I'm not talking about choices she made. You can't help that your brother molested his stepdaughter, or that this guy happened to have maybe a Mike Tyson situation.
Like, damn.
But I think, do you think it's sullying her image a little bit?
I haven't heard.
I'm not judging nobody, but her brother I am. He's a scumbag. I'm not judging the dude because we don't know about what happened that way. And from what we can hear, this is more of a ages close together. But the girl's 17, 20, some bullshit.
Right.
The brother situation I mean, you could throw him wherever you want to throw him.
Yeah, throw him.
I don't give a damn.
I haven't heard a Nicki. Not that I'm checking for her,
but this can't help.
I haven't heard a song from her until I seen this video. This is a segue. Watch the segue. Until I seen that twerking video down in Miami.
Yeah, what made her do that? She hadn't done that in a while, and that wasn't even really. To me, it wasn't even Nicki's style, how she coming now.
That song is crazy.
Yeah, she said she was retiring and all that.
It just seemed off. It seemed like that's something she would do. Like,
who's her management? You know her management is? I don't know.
YMCMB.
Oh, Drake and them?
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
yeah, she's still with them.
They need to direct her, guide her a little better right now in her life.
I just think that.
I mean, it's like you can't really tell somebody who to love and who to be their family. Like, I think she just has a lot of like
yes, you can.
I mean, you can tell somebody not to do something.
That lady damn near 40.
She bred one.
Yeah,
I just feel like you can't tell somebody not to do something. I feel like if somebody told you not to, it's just gonna make you want to do it more. So it's like you telling her not to be with him is like, no, I'm not gonna say.
No, I'm not saying that. I can't.
And she looks pretty damn happy.
But you can. She's gotta make decisions.
Like, behind closed doors, how does she really feel about the situation? Like, I'm pretty sure she's like, damn, I love you, but you got me looking out here crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
but she knew that already
when she started fucking with him.
Yeah. She knew it from when she was young. You don't think she know what she went to jail for? You don't think they had the conversation and she decided that's not enough for me not to mess with him?
Yeah.
His pros outside his cons, outweigh his cons. Look, if you're gonna X out every brother of color, especially because of something they said he did, a charge he had, everybody can't stay clean. That's not fair. If you black, 6 out of every 10 dudes you know are gonna have some type of
they did something
that with the law. I know guys that when they were younger they had problems. Now they're lawyers. Thank God it wasn't serious enough where they couldn't be.
Right.
On their way to judges. And some people just know how to stay clean. Like my man right here.
Clean.
You know, clean as a whistle.
Wood. You know. All right, well, now we're gonna end this segment. Nicki Minaj.
Best of luck to her.
Best of luck to you. Best of luck to you.
Because she ain't do none of this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She is in a bad situation.
She's in a bad situation right now.
Meg, good luck to you in your endeavors against
get that money, Meg.
Carl Crawford.
Learn how to be a carnivore like everybody else.
Yeah, Carl Crawford, good luck to you because you're gonna get eaten up.
And she gonna have the woman behind her regardless. So that's a hard battle. You know what I mean?
Tough one.
It's like the Rihanna Chris Brown thing. You know, he couldn't win. And Jay used that too. Jay's a very smart guy. That actually boosted Rihanna's record sales that killed Chris Brown's career for a couple of years.
Yeah,
he came back.
Boy, did he.
But Jay caked off that.
Boy,
he shut him down so he could promote Rihanna's album. They took the domestic violence, put it in her album, and she blew through the roof, man.
Yeah. That's when you touched the soul.
Jay on another level with it.
Yeah.
He on another level.
We out of here. We out of Meg.
Diddy.
Be safe. Yeah, Diddy invented that shit.
Yeah, he did.
We out.
We out. Actually, completely.
We're back for another installment, another segment here on The Different Lens. I'm Mark Williams, and to my immediate left, I have
the Gamble, the Fanless, the tragic antagonist. Rest in peace, Fight Dog.
Remember last week he forgot his name?
Yeah.
He forgot his intro.
The tragic one.
This week.
And to my right, I have
Sazul, your favorite individual here on A Different Lens.
Okay, now. Anyway, recently in news, it's like a news reporter. Yeah. Recently in today's news, we had a little situation with honey pot. Tell me exactly what honey pot is and how it relates to us, you, all of us in general.
Okay, so Honey Pot is a plant-based feminine hygiene line that was started up in 2014. Mm-hmm. And what relates it to us is that it was started by a black female who was just proud of being black and intelligent.
She probably started her product line because those hygiene stuff that was for the masses weren't meeting the black person's needs.
I mean, first of all, a lot of the feminine hygiene products that we have now, they're filled with like bleach and a whole bunch of different stuff that you just wouldn't normally put inside of you. Like nobody's gonna sit here and drink bleach or wash themselves in bleach. So why is it that we have to, use that kind of stuff to take care of ourselves?
So she's pro-black and it's upset the establishment.
Natural products.
It did, but for the reason behind why it upset some customers was because she was just endorsing herself for being who she is and being proud and empowering of others.
Right, so Target picked up her line, right? So now she's pretty much in Target, and Target's damn near everywhere.
I think, Target started it, and then I think a few other retailers actually picked up behind them and started getting...
So she had an ad on Target's website, or whatever the case may be, and Target's demographic is not Bergdorf and Goodman,
Middle America.
Everybody loves Target.
Everyone, right? So let me read the ad, or part of it. In the ad, Dixon, the owner, Beatrice Dixon, the reason why it's so important that Honey Pot do so well is that the next black girl that comes up with a great idea, she can have a better opportunity. That means a lot to me. That raised a stink within the white community. Yes. Is that accurate?
Yes. A lot of people thought that was a racist comment, heavy on the quotations, a racist comment, and there were comments being left saying, oh, so are we not empowering white women? And oh, I feel like we have an open and friendly society, like we're trying to create that, so that just takes us back, that comment you made. And first flag I have is there was nothing racist that was said. Like there was nothing negative in her comment at all about any race. All she said was that she wants the next black girl to believe in herself and be able to believe that she can accomplish the same things. Secondly, this open and friendly environment, like I stated before, is that necessarily being created for all women or just white women that feel like they shouldn't just be at home while their husband provides for them? Is that like what they think it is? And another point is like what I said before is this open and friendly environment is, oh my God, your hair is so pretty. Can I touch it? Like, wow, you're really pretty for a dark-skinned girl. That's not open and friendly. It's just ignorant.
What's your thoughts as a POC?
It just seems like increasingly the less that we remind them, like Jewish people always remind you of the Holocaust. They so up and they still let you know we was down and we never going back. So we're gonna tell y'all about. They let their kids know. They let their kids know. No matter if they're rich, poor, whatever. They keep enforcing what was done to them in the Holocaust. We need to keep enforcing our black pride as well. And it seems like people get offended when we act prideful, when we act cocky, when we act proud of what we accomplished.
When we act like a normal human being.
When we act like normal human beings. We don't deserve to. So this lady became so successful. She beat the odds. Black women starting their own businesses, becoming lucrative, and then being so profitable that Target picks you up, that doesn't happen every day.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, there's a difference between just being a woman and doing it, and being a black woman and being able to accomplish these things. And for the kids of our next generation to be able to think that they can do it too. There's not a lot of kids that think about getting, what was it you selling?
Feminine products.
Getting feminine products that are catered to the black person in Target.
Right.
This is an unbelievable feat for this woman, and it should be celebrated. And she is a black woman. And for any woman of non-color to get offended, they're just really missing the point. They want to dominate everything. You can't have everything. You can't have our blackness.
They're not even.
You can't have our pride and our blackness.
They're proving the point.
Well, they missed the point with Kaepernick. They missed the point with Trump. You missed the point with what's the name of the product?
Honey Pot.
With Honey Pot. It's all the same thing.
And even with these negative comments, like they feel so entitled. Like their comments can really like make or break her sales. They actually jump started her sales 20 to 30%. Like she's now more popular. So it's like you're not buying.
Right.
But now like 30 other people are gonna buy.
Right. And the reason because no one heard not that I'm in that world, heard about Honey Pot prior.
Right.
So now I'm curious about what the hell Honey Pot is. Now I'm more apt to find out what it is. So now not that I'm buying.
Not that you need to.
Yeah, I'm good. But somebody such as yourself would go buy that stuff, or the peanut gallery go buy that stuff. I'm good. Right?
Yeah,
I'm good.
I don't need any feminine products. I'm good.
And it's not even like you guys were saying that it's not even like she's just making it for one kind of like. It's just good.
So she's not saying this only for black women.
Yeah, it's like she never made it so that it only pertained to black people, and I don't think that she stated that in her ad at all. I think that all she said was just an empowering message for the next person to believe in themselves.
See, but that's the problem though. They don't want that.
Right.
They don't want that.
Of course.
They don't want that. That's why
they're like, we gave you we letting you get your money.
Right.
Shut up and dribble.
Right.
It's all the same thing.
Right.
Shut up and dribble. We letting you get your money. We don't want a social message to uplift other people to come here and get money.
Right.
We want you to be the aberration. The
one that got
Michael Jordan.
The one that got through.
And go.
Yeah. Don't uplift the community. That's why your man
LeBron or Kaepernick.
Trump is still talking about Obama, like
of course,
like he's still
all
relevant.
These years later,
like he's still relevant.
He about to win a separate term, and he's still talking about Obama because he knows that his legacy will never match Obama's. When history is told 100 years from now, he's gonna be a joke.
We know that.
I mean, no offense to whoever feels how they feel, because disrespecting the president doesn't always bring you goodwill.
Right.
But,
I don't know.
But he is. He's not. He's gonna be known as a joke at the end of the day, not a hero.
Honey Pot. We done with Honey Pot.
You look angry.
I am angry.
Actually, about that, you want to talk about the dragon?
No, it's like I just feel like it's hard to do something positive in the community and then still be seen in a positive light. It's like, oh well, she must have gotten help somehow, or like you can never just be black and do something on your own. Like, why is it that like
we're not capable?
Yes, like why do we have to always be painted in such a negative light? Like, how badly do we really hurt you guys for y'all to feel this way? But then y'all still want to turn back around and have my ass or my lips or my hair. Like, you can't.
Your complexion,
music,
it's
the culture
mind-boggling.
Yo, I seen a picture not too long ago where somebody had on a do-rag and they renamed it a do-rag. They call it a hair net or something like that.
They'll take anything we have and flip it. It goes back to Elvis Presley. I don't care what nobody say. That's the one example I tell my kids of culture appropriation. They said Elvis Presley remade songs that were great that couldn't sell 10 copies. Mm-hmm. Elvis Presley had songs written for him that wouldn't have sold 100 copies if it was sang by a black man. Mm-hmm. Elvis Presley just straight took other people's music and resold it, and they never got paid for it. That's back in those days. Yep. And the narrative started that he created all this. He was this great artist. He was a hustler like everybody else, man. Elvis Presley's just a hustler. Somebody you put out there.
So what are we saying to the next generation? Keep going?
Got to.
Of course.
Keep making them mad.
Yep.
Keep making them mad, Rich Paul.
Yeah.
Keep making them mad, JayZ. Keep making them mad, Beyonce. Keep making them mad, Maxine Waters. Keep making them mad, Kamala Harris. Keep making them mad.
Like, it's hard for people to believe that we come from a genuine place of trying to be successful and empowering. Like, it's just hard for them to believe that we could actually be anything more than a slave.
Keep making them mad, LeBron. Keep making them mad, Cory Booker. Keep making them mad, P. Diddy. Keep making them mad, man. Keep making them mad.
We out?
Yeah.
Honey Pot, keep making them mad.
Honey Pot. Beatrice Dixon. Shout out to you. Dixon. Shout out to you. Keep going. The people at Bevel keep going also.
Yeah.
Keep going, Bevel. Keep going. Yeah, get this little shave, with the ingrown hairs and stuff like that. Keep making them mad because that's what we got to do.
Dapper Dan's getting his again. Dapper Dan just got a nice deal with Gucci. He's finally. Imagine how much money has been stolen from him over the years. See, people don't even think about that.
Oh, they probably was staking out his Harlem spot.
He should be a billionaire right now.
Agreed.
He should have the same money Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, anybody has. They stolen his ideas over the years.
Yep.
So it's good to see people like JayZ and other people step up for guys like this. JayZ and Yo Gotti with the second lawsuit. They say shit's still going on. They haven't changed anything. Inmates are still dying in the prison. Conditions are still horrible. Feces in the food.
Well, of course, because you don't see that. It's
right.
Like nobody who in there can really step out and say like.
Imagine being in there in 1940.
Wait, but that's when Yo Gotti came out and said it. But I guess they're trying to silence him to a certain extent.
Of course,
they're trying to bury it in the 8.
Even with the Kodak Black, how they moved him to the other prison,
right.
So they
mistreated him too.
Yeah.
They moved him to the other prison and cut off now all the internet access.
Oh, so he don't know what's going on.
They do whatever they want. Yeah, because he was sending messages, letting people know what they were doing to him and how they torture people when you're in prison, when you're incarcerated, and the sick things that go on.
And the profit they make in prison, they're not trying to lose the profit they're making from that.
Well, everybody's a pawn, from the COs to the prisoners. They're all pawns in a big money game that some senator you don't even know about might even be Democratic.
Who knows?
Owns.
That's true too. You heard about that judge that was he was in bed with a congressman of some sort, the DA, and they were sending people to jail.
Pennsylvania.
That's
remember they were sending the kids to prison, to jail, for juvenile for no reason.
Yeah, I remember that.
Just to get money.
Get that bread.
So Pennsylvania, McMill, no.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania's
keep making them mad. Anything from the Peanut Gallery. Peanut, we good over there, Peanuts?
Jada Pinkett, keep making them mad. Amanda Seales, keep making them mad. Jamel Hill, keep making them mad. Angela Rye, keep making them mad. Keep making them. Sean King, keep making them mad. Hold on. Keep making them mad.
Sean King?
That dude's serious. He gets to the bottom of everything.
He's serious.
That thing in Mississippi.
He's serious.
But they tried in Alabama. He was on with T.I. They know that this dude didn't do it, and they still sentencing him to death.
Sean King.
That was today, right?
Yeah, they know he's innocent.
They're gonna kill him.
And they're still gonna kill him.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it. They know he didn't do it.
Sean King is a national treasure that needs to be protected.
He is a national treasure.
He needs to be protected.
He does.
We out of here. A different lens. I am Mark Williams. You are
the gambler, the tragic antagonist, aka the fanless, aka hit different, aka keep making them mad.
Last week he had 2 names. Well, he forgot his name. Now he got 8. Who are you?
I am Sazul, the favorite face.
That's right, we're bringing you that heat.
We out. Bye-bye.
Peace. Till next time. It hit different.